Greetings YouTube. I've got something really unusual to show you here. First of all, what's not so unusual is this Garrity LED flashlight. Bought a whole bunch of these at Walmart because I really like the form factor of it. You know, it's about the same length and thickness as 2 or 3 keys stacked on top of each other. But what's really unusual is that when I press the button to turn it on, it's supposed to be steady, and look at that, it flashes. I have no idea why. It's been happening for about a month. It just happened all of a sudden. You know, it worked fine one day, and the next day it was flashing. It's kind of sporadic. Sometimes it doesn't even turn on at all. Sometimes it flashes at a steady rate. Sometimes it varies in frequency. And I have no idea what's going on. I've actually replaced the batteries in here once or twice. It's just 2 lithium cells and an LED. There's no series resistor. I don't know what could be making it flash. So I'm going to crack it open and find out. Okay, I have it all apart. It's a CR 2016 lithium cell. 2 of them here, little push button dimple thing, you know, to make contact with the LED, and the one battery right here. And I just press down the lead of the LED, and it's flashing. And the camera's not quite getting exactly how it's flashing, but you can see it's really unsteady. Alright, got the LED hooked up to a 100 ohm resistor in series with it. That goes to variable DC power supply, and also across the 100 ohm resistor I'm looking at the voltage, which translates to the current going through the LED. So let me turn it on, slowly turn up the voltage. Oh, there we go. The power supply is about 7 volts. And the camera's not quite capturing how fast it's flashing, but we can get a better picture on the scope. And it's really going, looking at the frequency here, about 20 hertz seems to be the average. Varies from 19, 21, 22, yeah, around 20, 21 hertz or so. Let me turn up the voltage a little more. It goes out almost entirely. It's flashing just a little bit. Now it's coming back as I crank up the voltage a little more. Let's see, the peak current here, we're looking at 2 volts, so 6 volts across that 100 ohm. That translates to 60 milliamps. Let me turn it down. Now it's on steady state. It's not flashing at all. At about 38 milliamps here according to the scope. 7 volts on the DC supply, and now it's flashing a little bit. It's mostly on now instead of mostly off. And now it's steady. As I turn down the voltage here, we're at 5 volts. So that's really weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm turning it up here and we get the oscillation again. There must be some really unstable quantum effect going on inside the LED chip. I have no idea what's happening. If anyone has any idea what's going on here, please comment and let me know and let everybody else know, because this is really weird and I would like to know more about what's going on. I mean, there's really not much else I can do to probe this thing other than to dissect it and look at it with an electron microscope, and that ain't gonna happen. I don't see anything unusual with the leads. The two gold wires that go inside the LED, they look fine. Even if I look at it with a microscope, I couldn't see if they contact the dye, because the whole thing is covered with the phosphor, of course. Well, thanks for checking this out, and if anybody has experienced this kind of thing before, please let me know.